right, so for the next several slides, what we're going to do is we're going to determine if what you see is going to be considered an equation or if it's going to be considered an expression. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to look right here. We have 2x plus 3. Well, we do have the x right here is called a variable. And a variable in math is an unknown. So when you have a number next to a letter like that, they're right next to each other, it means that you're going to multiply. So this really means 2 times the value of x plus 3. But even though we don't know what the value of x is, we can still determine if it's going to be an expression or if it's going to be an equation. Okay, so I want you to think about your definition. Equation has an equal sign, expression does not. So, does this have is it going to be considered an equation or is it going to be considered an expression? That's right, you guys got it. It's going to be an expression because there is no equal sign. All right, let's look at the next one. Is this an expression or an equation? You're right. It's going to be an equation because it does have an equal sign. So you'll see all we did, it's the same starting, but we added equals 10. All right, let's look at the next slide. Oh, it's just got variables, but that doesn't mean anything because all we're doing is we're trying to decide expression or an equation. You got it. We're looking at an equation. You guys are so smart. All right, here's the next one. Ooh, 2 letters, 2 numbers. What's that I hear? Expression. You guys are right. All right, so we have 2 equations right now and 2 expressions. Now we have just a number sentence. 12 plus 13 equals 25. You heard equals, so therefore it is an equation. Good job. All right, 6 plus 8. You may know what 6 plus 8 is, but do I have the equal sign there? No, I sure don't. So that means that this is going to be an expression. Great job. And the last one, oops. What did I tell you guys? When you have a number next to a letter, that means to multiply. Well, guess what? We got 2 variables next to each other, and it still means the same thing. You have a big B times a variable of h. Anybody want to think about what that might mean? Base times height. But this is actually a little bit different than what you have learned in 5th grade. It means the big base, okay? And you'll learn that a little bit more about the big base as we get into area. All right, so this means B times H, base times height. All right, so there's no equal sign. It is an expression. Good job. Now, it is volume that has an equal sign. So now that makes it an equation. All right, so you can see on the left-hand side how they all have equal signs, and on the right-hand side that they do not.